Hey guys, Tyler here. Welcome back to Hypersonic Heroes. Today we have Hypersonic Churchill, the only hero that I think could possibly rival Gwen as far as DPS is considered, or it could severely outperform her. We'll have to see. Churchill is supposed to be the DPS hero. He's got, fast attacking missiles and a machine gun eventually that becomes insane, but will that be enough to beat lots and lots of BADs? Well, for starters, the first tier, whatever, Churchill is doing amazing. It's destroying round 63, even without the village's help. As you'll see here, this last wave of ceramics gets completely obliterated, alongside the VFB, the Moabs, and everything. This guy's actually a hell of a tank, and obviously, so we're going to throw him up against round 75 right now. This round is generally the end of most tier 1 heroes. A lot of Bloons, especially the fortified Moabs, can be particularly tricky. And then just the sheer volume of VFBs, 10 of them or whatever, maybe 7 I think actually it is. And it just ends up being way too much, but not for Churchill. Oh no, this guy is still beasting through, destroying all the clusters of BFBs, except for the last one, which he'll take care of very closely, actually. Almost leaked, but we're good. Next up, round 76, this guy excels at it, but still it got scary far, all things considered. The rigorous ceramics, I ended up just being a little bit too much for him, but still didn't leak. Still have not leaked yet. Now the ZOMG, and this actually might be the end for our boy. We've been activating village ability, we knocked it down to BFBs, knocked down the Moabs even, but still that's not enough. It's time to finally level up and add monkey knowledge. So level 3 Churchill. This guy's just got a few more random things, nothing too important, I guess, but he still has a lot more damage, and we'll have to appreciate that a little bit. He has the armor piercing shells, which I'm trying not to use too much, or just trying to wait until the perfect moment. And the perfect moment has arrived, meaning we're finally able to take down the ZOMG. Very close one, though. Super close. Round 81 coming up. First round with Super Ceramics. This might be the demise of Churchill. He has explosive damage, so that might mean he does terrible against Super Ceramics. But with all the extra layers, we still get to deal with them eventually. And besides, this guy seems to do better once Bloons split into Super Ceramics, because then he can actually make the most out of all the shells' popping power, since they can explode 3 or 4 times. And actually, we do pretty damn good. We only leak a couple pinks, and that's only 20 lives on the mana shield, not even any actual lives. So I'm going to consider that a win for round 81. Barely a win, but a win nonetheless. Next up, round 85. Hoping to get a win on here as well, but the ZOMGs is a spread apart. If the ZOMGs were like right next to each other, I could see us beating it, but the fact is they came on opposite sides, so we have to try again with a level 5. So we get increased attack range and the fast fire machine gun. So the machine gun really benefits from the hypersonic buffs. This dude's insane. Absolutely shredding the ZOMGs now. Huge difference just by upgrading to that machine gun. Just hypersonic buffs love fast firing things. What can I say? They each pop like 7 layers each and pierce a lot and super fast, as we all know. It's destroying ZOMGs very quickly, but since there's double the ZOMGs, this might be a bit more difficult. It is getting twice as far as round 85, at least so far, and we still got full ZOMG, but honestly, this is just going to be yet another piece of cake. I imagine we'll be able to coast on this level 5 guy for quite a bit, which is saying a lot for a level 5 hero. Coasting through round 90. DDTs did look scary, but it's alright, we did get through it. No abilities even needed. Round 93 does need some abilities, though. We are having to use Churchill's tier 3 ability. But even though we got through DDTs, the fortified VFBs still may be tough. However, I imagine for a guy like Churchill, I think he would do better against the fortified VFBs than DDTs. It looks like that's the case because we're not even having to use any abilities with them. Absolutely shredding that. Nice job. So it seems like this guy's major weakness is DDTs. Therefore, let's throw a shit ton of DDTs at him, why don't we? Oh yeah, round 95, here they come, having to activate all the abilities this time. The double attack speed village ability is coming in clutch here because the DDTs are not making any progress, and we are just barely cleaning them all up. Right when we finish popping the last DDT, the last village ability wears off, and we beat 95. Now for another hard round, 98. This is the first round where it's really apparent that Churchill's rockets are actually hitting maximum capacity, except when we shoot straight up. But for the most part, we are getting something like 10 or 15 explosions out of every single rocket, meaning that's a shit ton of damage. And a shit ton of damage it is, because we do take down all the fortified BFBs. Now just the regular ZOMG remains, and it's actually getting pretty scary close. Moab's making it farther, spread out a bit, and it seems like the remains of maybe 6 or 7 Moabs do run through, hit the Sun God, but I ended up considering that a win for some executive reason. Anyways, we're on the BAD, so round 100 might actually be the end for this guy. Yeah, it is. The DDTs just basically run through a hole. The ZOMGs are getting knocked down. BFBs, maybe Moab's tops, but that's not even coming close. So now it's finally time to level this guy up. We got level 6 and level 7. And level 8, which is increased attack speed. Finally, this guy is higher than level 5. Crazy. But is that enough to take down the BAD? It does take down the DDTs, but it does not take down remains. A bunch of mobs run through. We are now up to level 10, which has shells exploding 5 times, and the level 10 ability, which does massive damage to blimps. I'm hoping that can result in massive BAD damage, resulting in me killing this thing quicker, but the thing is still taking a while to kill. We knock down the DDTs once again, and knock down the Moabs, but barely a few ceramics run through, meaning once again we have to level this guy up from level 5 to now to level 13, where the armor piercing shells do more damage to high level balloons and more layers of damage overall. Is that going to mean we're actually going to finally do enough damage? We take down the DDTs, we take down everything else just barely with good ability timing. Finally, level 13 Churchill beating that BAD. Now, if you guys thought all hope is lost, never fear, because this guy also takes down 3 BADs pretty comfortably, actually. This guy, because he has explosive damage, does not give a fuck about how many BADs there are. 3 BADs? Total joke. 5 BADs? It actually looks like we're popping them faster, it seems, because more explosions are going off, because more damage is just overall happening. Now, hopefully that still means a win for us, barely knocking out those DDTs. They got far, though. Still a lot of ZOMGs, still a lot of balloons in general. We are having to chase a little bit awkward, but we do take it down. We're going to double that to 10 BADs now, keeping that going. Level 13 Churchill doing work. This is more insane than any level 13 hero of other types, but we got to be careful to round in the last bit of bend before it's just out of reach. Knocking down most of the DDTs. Still a few have not even knocked down all the BADs yet. Alright, there we go. We got all the DDTs, but are we going to get all the remains? And the answer is no. Ends up being just a few too many Moabs. Awkward positioning, awkward angle, a lot of stuff runs through. Let's level that up some more. I believe we go to level 15 now, where all attacks do extra damage versus fortified balloons and extra layers on the machine gun and main gun. So that means we're taking down those BADs a lot quicker. Those 10 BADs. The last one's almost taken care of. Yeah, it's just taken care of now. Just gotta take care of remains. And as long as it keeps aiming at the right spot, it should deal enough damage. Ooh, ZOMGs and stuff making it far. Gotta be chasing now. It's never good when it's chasing. But are we gonna be able to get there? No, actually. We do leak a few ceramics still. Big difference, but the good news is we only need to level it up once more. Level 16, increased attack speed. Yeah, that's a big difference. I swear it just doubled in attack speed or something insane like that, because we're knocking out BADs before they even round the first bend. This looks like a good opportunity for us to actually progress and have to take on more BADs. Well-timed village ability means we're going to clean it up beautifully, actually. So from 10 BADs, we go to 15. And hopefully 15 also gets taken out quickly. Again, BADs seem to be, the shells are taking off sooner and sooner. Top middle now, we're destroying DDTs. It looks like we got through about half of them, but we still have all the remains of them, and we still have some main BAD shells, so we got to be really careful here. Waiting for the perfect time to activate the ability. There we go. It actually is a little bit late, you'll see, but is it still going to be enough? It looks like with the abilities we do take down 15. Now it's time for 20. And at this point, I'm having to slow down the game when I send them, just so they can be more clumped together, just so they're not uber spaced out. So by the time I finish sending all of them, they're halfway across this, the map. I want them to be close enough together that I can realistically deal with them. However, even with that considered, we still leak a lot. We do take out all the BAD shells, but we leak a shit ton of lives practically. So it's time to level up even more. Level 18 time for 20 BADs. We end up getting more damage to armor piercing shells, and all shells popping an extra layer of balloon. We'll see if that makes a difference. Still taking a while to pop the BADs, but right now we're dealing with them. Got half the shells off. Got a well-timed village ability here. Now that is when I want to use that village ability. Did you see how quickly everything went away? It's just in that corner. That's how I want to time the village ability. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Now we got 25 of these big bad BADs. It's not looking too good for now, but again, excellent village timing means that we're going to be shredding through quite a few of them, as Churchill's second ability coming in now is chasing once again, but that doesn't even matter. Take care of it. Time for 30 BADs. We just keep going up and up and up. This is nuts. These DDTs coming out very quickly again. It's only a few at a time. I kind of wish they'd all pop at once, but we can't have everything now, can we? Just the spacing of them will not allow that. But look at that destruction. That was like 10 BADs worth of damage just instantly gone right there. Now we're up to 35, I believe. I hope I wasn't losing track. We are well past Gwen's damage. Oh, yes, we are. We are well past anything Gwen could do. Probably past what Quincy could do, although maybe he's actually better than I assume, because I didn't really get to test them to max, but maybe I'll come back to him. Now we got 40 BADs, as this is continuing to still be a cakewalk for not even max level Churchill. He's still only level 18, and he's still just doing fantastic. A lot of balloons here. Just look at that shreddage. Look at that absolute destruction. Chasing once again, but Churchill don't give a fuck. 45 BADs coming in right now. The insanity just will not stop. The DDTs will not stop popping, and we are just going to keep doing insane damage. I am actually loving this carnage right now. Waiting again for the perfect timing. There we go. Village ability going off. Might have activated a little late again. Oh, no, just kidding. That was perfect on a perfect sandwich. 50 whole BADs. 50 of them, guys, I think. It's either 50 or 45. I may have miscounted. Sometimes counting by fives it's difficult, but I'm pretty sure the amount of BADs I'm sending is also what I'm saying. I just also have to click them manually. I cannot be doing just count 50. That unfortunately does not make sense. But there's so many balloons here, super dense. We're chasing, and it does look like we leak. Just barely, meaning that it's finally time for level 20 Churchill. Hopefully that means we can take down 50 BADs now. We do get the we get shells exploding 7 times, so 1 more shell explosion, and then the Moab barrage shells and main gun do massively increased damage per hit, and we get faster for Churchill's first ability, which means we are going to destroy 50 BADs, and actually that looked like a pretty big joke, to be honest. We that was a huge step up from level 18. Now we're going to go by 10 at a time instead of 5, meaning this is not 55 BADs, but 60 of them. Look how much they're spaced out, even though I'm sending them as densely clumped as I possibly can. 60 whole BADs. Are we going to get it? We're chasing. 1 ZOMG left. Do we actually leak something like 200 lives or something like that? Maybe like 10 ceramics. I don't know how we managed to leak that little, but out of 60 BADs, only leaking 10 ceramics, I'm going to consider that a win. I could have just chalked it up to maybe faulty ability timing. I also could have waited for Churchill's second ability to come back. Either way, now I'm just ramping up the 70 BADs, and 60 was close. 70 is not close. 70 was not close at all, guys, unfortunately. And that seems to be the limit of Churchill, 60 BADs. Now, I just wanted to showcase what it's like if I send out, like, count 50 BADs. Just what an absolute shit show this is. It doesn't even beat, like, the initial 25. It doesn't even beat half of 50. It just becomes a total shit show. Speaking of shit shows, here's a fortified BAD. Yeah, this guy's got a lot more health, and because Churchill's attacks can only hit it once, it doesn't really destroy him that quickly. We leaked the whole banded DDTs. We leaked some banded Moabs. It's a disaster. Now, this is a round that requires group damage, which means we'll do a little bit better. Round 163, we still leak 20,000 lives. Note, though, we usually leak like 200,000, 100,000 lives. 20,000 lives is a decent step up for level 20 Churchill. I say he did pretty okay. We're going to give him another shot, but it looks like it just is not enough. It's close. It really tries. I mean, that's pretty good damage for a hero. And the best hero to date. Move over Gwen, move over Quincy. We got a new DPS boss in town. This guy is nuts. Level 20 Churchill just stealing the show. Doing better than a lot of tier 5 towers as well, which is crazy. And honestly, I think he's the last relevant hero. I might try some of the other heroes, but just no. Just fucking no. They're not gonna be good, damn it. They're not. Why the fuck do people want me to use Benjamin for crying out loud? Jesus. Okay, I think we've got that settled. The best hypersonic hero is Churchill. Hope you guys enjoyed the hypersonic heroes, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Have a wonderful day.